Good afternoon and welcome to the Tri-City Fairgrounds here in Toledo, New Ohio. For this afternoon's game between Amalgamated Baseball Holdings and the home side, the New Ohio Debonairs. At this time, let us introduce the starting lineup for the visiting Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. Batting first, the second baseman, number 8, batting first, the second baseman, number 42, Gonzalez. Batting second, the shortstop, number 8, Bobson Dugnut. Batting third, the right fielder, number 2, Orlando Dwin. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 24, Mike Truck. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 49, Ortiz Ranchez. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 11, Mike Hernandez. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 37, Willie Dustis. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 19, Raul Chamberlain. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 79, Oral Mulholland. And let's get those handkerchiefs in the air for the Debonairs. Please greet them as they take the field for today's game. The second baseman, number 20, Turf Tamba. The third baseman, number 5, the lively cartwheeling. The right fielder, number 30, Carrick Burns. The left fielder, number 15, Ped Wingner. The first baseman, number 10, Loud Juice Kendrick. The shortstop, number 2, Jake Steakhouse. The center fielder, number 9, Harry Tarcake. The catcher, number 31, Hammond Dangle. And taking the mound, the starting pitcher, number 51, Mule Wayner. Let's get those handkerchiefs in the air for the Debonairs as we play ball.
Yes, a good afternoon to you all from Toledo, New Ohio. The Tri-City Fairgrounds is the place where we are taking part in this afternoon's game. Where the New Ohio Debonairs, in game number 27 of this season of the Continental League, are looking for win number 20. They are 19-7, top of the Continental League, first place. 3 games ahead of the Pittsburgh Presbyterians at this time. Todd Gonzalez is going to fly that one out to Carrick Burns for out number 1. Bring up Bobson Dugnut. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings are currently in the basement of the league. 10-16, having a bit of a rough spell. They have dropped the first 2 games to the Debonairs. And Dugnut's going to ground that one right to Loud Juice Kendrick for out number 2. Bring up Orlando Dwin. On the mound today is Mule Wayner. He's got a 4-1 record. And he is an ERA of 2.52, so he has really been outstanding as he gets Orlando Dwin to ground out right to Jake Steakhouse. Throw in time to Kendrick. That will be a 1-2-3 inning. And the Debonairs will take the plate with Turf Tamba. Tamba smashes that one on the first pitch. It drops into center field. It's fielded by Mike Truck, and Turf Tamba is on with a starting double, a leadoff double. Double number 5 for Tamba this season. He's batting .338. And here is blithely cartwheeling. Third baseman batting .246, 2 RBIs. Takes ball 3. He's facing Oral Mulholland, the 3-3 pitcher for the visiting side ABH. How's that wrong to fill up the count? 3.61 is his ERA, so he's no slouch on the mound either. Cartwheeling walks, putting Carrick Burns up to the plate with runners on first and second. Burns has been a bit on fire, to use the terminology with Burns, as he will hit into an infield fly rule. It is caught by Mulholland, so that's out number 1. Bring up Ped Wingner, and you want to talk about people who are on a bit of fire. A man known simply as Ped. He's going to strike out, my goodness. Well, that is a bit of a surprise. Wingner does not strike out too often. And Noel Holland gets the man with 13 home runs this season so far. The sure thing to the Debonairs offense. And that's going to be out number 3. Loud Juice Kendrick grounds it out. So 2 runners stranded. A good start for the Debonairs, but a tricky pitcher on the mound for the visitors. As here we are with Mike Truck, who was last year's home run specialist. Batting specialist all around, the center fielder for ABH. Led the league in home run. He's going to ground it out to start the inning here in the top of the 6th for Ortiz Ranchez. Mule Wayner was a pickup from the Debonairs from the Nashville Fire. Had an ERA of 2.27. A 1-1 record as far as decisions in the 4 games I believe he played. 5 games, excuse me. And he does get Ranchez flying out to the right field, I believe it was, to Fairgrounds. I was looking down to see where the catch was. At my stat sheet. Here's Mike Sanandez, who's batting 268 this season. He's going to hit it right to Loud Juice Kendrick, and he'll step on the bag. So a 1-2-3 inning, 2 innings in a row for Wayner. This brings up Oro Noel Holland to the mound again, facing Jake Steakhouse. Steakhouse fallen a bit out of form lately for the Debonairs, however, he's still batting. .265, he's going to ground that one out for out number 1, bringing up Harry Tarkake, who does not usually make a start. This is only his 6th game for the Debonairs. Center fielder giving a bit of rest to who's usually in center field for the Debonairs. I'm blanking on the name at the moment. He's going to strike out swing. That's going to be strikeout number 2 for Mr. Noel Holland today. That is 16 strikeouts on the season for him. And Hammond Dangle will pop it up high to there. Yes, Chud Tater getting a rest. That is going to be caught by Todd Gonzalez. A 1-2-3 inning, responding in kind. So no score so far between the Debonairs and the Holdings, I guess is what we could call them. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, ABH. ABH 10 and 16 at the moment. And that's going to be a ground out from Willie Dustis. Right to, I believe that was to Jake Steakhouse. Here is Raul Chamberlain, the catcher. Big swing on that one from Wayner. And he gets him striking out looking, so that's the first strikeout of the game for Wayner. That is strikeout number 19 on the season for Mule Wayner in his 7th game. Oral Noel Holland will ground it out for out number 3. So, ABH bat around with no success. And New Ohio have nothing to show for their minimal success at the plate, but it is their pitcher, Mule Wayner, starting things off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Takes ball 1, 1-1.
Right.
And gets him swinging for strikeout. Number 3 for Oral Noel Holland. Goodness me, is he a great pickup from their developmental league side, wholly owned baseball subsidiaries. He does take on Turf Tampa at the moment, who will get a hit, and that will be a single for Tampa. 2 for 2 today, a double and now a single, bring up Blithely Cartwheeling, who walked in the first. First pitch is very wide outside. Ball 2, just outside, a little closer to the zone, but pitch number 3, right to Gonzalez, the Doug Knot, a Fancy Dan to end the inning. Well, that Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your cloth with Fancy Dan and their assortments of sculpting epoxies, crimping powder, styling salves, and other sort of gelatin-based hair tonics, other treatments. Because why be a Mitchell when you can be a Fancy Dan? Well, Wayner facing the top of the order for the second time today. Todd Gonzalez is now a 3-1 count, and he's going to walk Gonzalez to first. That's only walk number 2 of the season for Mule Wayner. That is outstanding to see and to say. He's now facing Bobson Dugnut. The ABH bats were quiet for the first round of the 3 innings. We're into the top of the 4th here from the Tri-City Fairgrounds. My name is Tiddly Clowners. This is Radio WHK, home of the New Ohio Debonairs. A full count for Bobson Dugnut. That's 317 this season. That's going to be fouled to keep him alive in this at-bat. Gets him swinging for strikeout number 2 from Mule Wayner. And that's out number 2. Orlando Dwin takes ball 1. Dwin again 0 for 1 today, batting 343 on the season. Another another call up from the developmental league in the 19 games he played. He had an average of 412. Hit 4 home runs, batted in 14. Big swing, and that's going to be well, I guess it was, for 3-1. But he gets Gonzalez stealing. Wynn hits it foul just outside of the grasp of Ped Wingner in foul territory. That's going to be foul again. Mule Wayner having to go really into those pitches. And he's going to walk Orlando Dwin, bringing up Mike Truck. That's the second walk of this inning. That is walks numbers 2 and 3 on the season for Mule Wayner. Cool to see him do that. And here is Mike Truck getting him to bat around just a bit. Big swing from Truck. Is it going to drop? No, it's going to find Harry Tarcake's glove for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. The Debonairs take the plate. No score at this time. Herrick Burns batting 288. Third in the batting order. He starts things off for the bottom of the 4th, facing Oral Mulholland, who's had 3 strikeouts so far in this game. 2-1 the count. Strike 2, so 2-2. Does not get good contact. It actually ends up going foul by the umpire behind the plate. Gets a good first-person view of it. Skies that one foul into the third base line seats. Fills up the count, does Noel Holland with that ball. And he gets Burns jammed, popping it up high up into the air. It should be an easy catch for Ortiz Ranchez for out number 1. So a bit of a battle. Bringing up Ped Wingner, who was struck out by Noel Holland in the first inning. Really trying to get him to swing at something. Ball 2, that is going to be right to the glove of Bobson Dugnut for out number 2. Loud Juice Hendrick up to the plate. He hit into an out. Out number 3 in the first. Going to ground that one right to Ortiz Ranchez, and that will be out number 3. So the third 1-2-3 inning for Oral Mulholland brings us to the end of 4. And after giving up a double, well, I guess that is not true. It's not hitless since the opening batsman. Well, Ortiz Ranchez, first pitch, will ground it right to Steakhouse. Throws to Kendrick in time for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Mule Wayner gets Mike Hernandez looking at that first one. That is outside for ball number 1. Very patient batsman, Mike Hernandez. He's going to hit it right to Blythe, the cartwheeling throw to Kendrick in time for out number 2. Bringing up Willie Dustis, who's been batting 289 this season, 11 RBIs. He's going to get the first hit of the game for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, and it's going to be a single right to the center fielder, Harry Tarcake. Bring up Raul Chamberlain. So going 4 2/3 innings of no-hit baseball. Gets him swinging on that one, and, well, Dustis is going to steal second. So perhaps Chamberlain swings wildly at that one for an 0-2 count. Pops that into the third base side seats. Perhaps ABH is looking that they need to get what they can as we are at the halfway point of this game and there's no score. That is foul again, so really making Mule Wayner use a lot of pitches. And he gets him looking, striking out Raul Chamberlain for the second time today. That is strikeout number 21 on the season for Mulwena. And that will retire the side. Bringing up Jake Steakhouse facing Oral Nulholland. First pitch, he's going to hit it right to Todd Gonzalez. The throw to Dustin is in time for out number 1. Bring up Harry Tarcake here in the bottom of the 5th.
No ball.
Who and all the count.
Outside.
Smashes that foul into the third base seats. Look lively, people. And hits it right to Ortiz Ranches. Line out right to the third baseman for the second out of this inning. Hammond Dangle. 0 for 1 today.
Right.
Swings wildly at strike number 2. That one was high, almost hit him in the head. My goodness, I think that was just a bit of a rare case of control problem for Noel Holland. I don't imagine he was aiming for the man. He's been locked in today. Hits that foul. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Big hit for Dangle. It's going to hit the wall. And that'll be a single as Orlando Dwin retrieves it and makes sure that Dangle stays at first base. That is only hit number 3 of the game for the Debonairs. Mulwena pops it up high into deep center field. Mike Truck should have it. And yes, that will span the runner and bring us to the end of 5. Well, we're getting close to a dozen donuts, so to speak, as there are 10 zeros on the board. No score after 5 innings. Mulwena has pitched 54 pitches. That is number 56, and it's going to be a single to the pitcher. Oral Nulholland is on with a single. And Nulholland, who was batting .333 going into today, has now got hit number 6 for him. Good for him on that one. We go to the top of the order with Todd Gonzalez. No score at the time, no outs. 1 runner on. It is the pitcher, Oral Nulholland. And both pitchers have really made it difficult as Todd Gonzalez is going to strike out swinging. Strikeout number 4 today for Mulwena. Robson Dugnut, well, that was a wild pitch, not a wild pitch, but a wide pitch. 2-0 the count. Wayna already thrown over 60 pitches only here in the top of the 6th. For as good as he's been pitching, he's made the hitters have made him use, batsmen have made him use a lot of pitches as he gets Dugnut. But out number 2, it does move. Pitcher Oral Holland to second. And here's Orlando Dwin. Hits it right to Jake Steakhouse. Throw to first in time. Strands the 1 runner. And we are 11 zeros so far. 11 half innings. So 5.5 innings of scoreless baseball. As Oral Nulholland getting close to 60 pitches as well. So both the batsmen are really making them work for it. However, I say that as Turf Tambo pops it up into foul territory, and it brings up Lively Codwin. That is the first out that Tambo has recorded all game. He was 2 for 2, now he's 2 for 3. Codwin is 0 for 1. He's going to swing at the first one, and it's going to be easily caught by Raul Chamberlain. Just to the right of home plate in foul territory. Bring up Carrick Burns, 0 for 2 today as well. Foul ball. Big swing at strike 2. Fouls it off again. I thought that was going to just be missing the bat. It's high for ball 1. Throwing the curveball, bit of a sneeze from Oral Nulholland. And gets Burns swinging at that one. It's right to Willie Dustis. Another 1-2-3 inning for the visitors, ABH. We are now looking at a dozen donuts. 6 innings of scoreless baseball today, but I say not without any sort of excitement, as Mike Truck leads off with his first hit of the game. It's a single, up the middle. Hit number 43 for Mike Truck on the season. He's batting .420. And Otis Red and Ches would like to blaze it out of the field. Easy hits it high. Is it far enough? I don't know. It looks like it's popped up right to Harry Tarcake for out number 1. So here in the top of the 7th, no score. Mike Sanandez is 0 for 2 today. Hits have come at a premium. Mike Trucks hit only the 3rd of the game for ABH. They have been just quieted by Mule Wayner, and that is strikeout number 5 for Mr. Wayner. 23 on the season, and he gets Sanandez swinging for out number 2. Here's Willie Dustis, had one of the 3 hits. A single, he's going to get it right to Turf Tamba. Throw in time from a diving Tamba. Strands struck. And it takes us to the bottom of the 7th. No score at this time. With Ped Wingner, well, if there's someone you can rely on to hopefully get you a run, goodness me, it would have to be the person who has hit 13 home runs so far this season. He's over 2 today. 3-0 the count, Noel Holland, getting close to 70 pitches. And he will walk Ped Wingner on 4 pitches. So I think Noel Holland not wanting to pitch anything into the zone, very smart of him, I think. I think you risk the man on with the walk. However, Loud Juice Kendrick has been batting .409 this season. 7 home runs for him, 14 runs batted in. He's 0 for 2 today. Hits it right to Noel Holland, who will get him out at first. It will move Wingner to second, so the pitch kind of off his own ankle. Unable to get the fancy down. Noel Holland dives onto that one and gets out number 2 of Jake Steakhouse. It does move Wingner to third. And Harry Tarcake will come out for Chud Teta in this case. So Teta coming in as they just might need a bit of batsmanship from the man who is, well, he's going to, that is ball 2 for him. And looks like they're going to intentionally walk him to get 2. They will intentionally walk Chud Teta, who's batting .337 this season, to get to Quincy Longpants. So they are going to be really just emptying out the bench today. No need to, as they catch Teta stealing for out number 3. And Dimples Bugby coming in at catcher for Hamandangle, as here is Dean Westry. Will ground it out, or excuse me, line it out for out number 1. That is out number 2. That was Noel Holland hitting it right to the fielder, and we go to the top of the order with Todd Gonzalez. Hits it high up into the air, into foul territory. If Wingner can get to it, it'll be out number 3. He does. And so we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still no score. And yes, Ray McSriff coming in for Dean Westry, of course, to play catcher. That's out number 1. Mule Wayner. Excuse me, that was Dimples Bugby. Mule Wayner coming up to that. And he pops it right up to Noel Holland himself as well, so that is 2 outs already. And we go to the top of the order for the 4th time today for the Debonairs. And that's going to be a single. Well, he's on with a single. Bring up Blithely Cartwheeling, so 3 for 4 today. And that will do it for Noel Holland. Here comes Sleeve McDykel. Very capable relief pitcher. He's got an ERA under 1. 4.93. And he gets out number 3 in the form of Carrick Burns. So we head to the top of the 9th, still somehow scoreless. And we start things off with Bobson Dugnut still facing Mulwayna. 80 pitches. And he's going to ground out Dugnut for out number 1. Top of the 9th, no score in this game. An absolutely astounding duel.
Right.
2-1 the count on Orlando Dwin. Fouls it off for 2-2. And singles it right up the center. Judd Tata with the retrieval. That might be the end of the day as Mike Truck takes the plate. No, it will still be Mulwayna facing Mike Truck, who is going to hit it. Is it going to be into? Well, he outruns the Fancy Dan, but it is out number 2. Here's Ortiz Ranchez. 87 pitches from Mulwayna. This is outstanding. Although you see his control getting a little bit wild. But he still gets Ranchez to ground it out for 9 scoreless innings of pitching for Mulwayna. And he will rely on Carrick Burns. Sleeve McDykel, does he give an opening? No, it's right to the glove of Mike Truck for out number 1. Here's Ped Wingner. McDykel has pitched 19 1/3 innings, a whip under 1 as well. He's going to give up a single to Ped Wingner. Truck will field it. It is 1 out. Could we be seeing extra innings in this pitching duel? Loud Juice Kendrick up to the plate now. And he will pop that one out to Bobson Dugnut, who has to step into Orlando Dwin, who's very shallow in right field. Bring up Jake Stakehouse, who swings the first one, pops it up. And it is time for extra innings, ladies and gentlemen. Extra innings after scoreless for 9. And Mike Hernandez will start things off facing Bear Butts. Well, Bear Butts coming in. He is the closing pitcher for the Debonairs. And he's going to give up an opening double to Mike Hernandez. His first hit of the game, and it puts a runner in scoring position. Oh, it's a triple, excuse me. He made it to 3rd.
Right.
Well, this is a bit of a problem as Willie Dustis, with no outs, is going to hit home the first run of this game here in the top of the 10th. An RBI single for Willie Dustis. And that could be the game changer. So Bear Butts is 4-0 in decisions, 9 saves. And he is showing his weakness here as he gives up another line drive single. This time to, I believe that was to Ray McSriff. And here comes Sleeve Redrosian, shortstop, as a pinch hitter. He does pop it up into foul territory for out number 1. Bring us back to Todd Gonzalez. Didn't even get a chance to play his sweeper. Drosi is batting .317 himself. Gonzalez drops it into center field. 2 runs will score on this double from Todd Gonzalez. It is now 3-0 Amalgamated Baseball Holdings over the New Ohio Debonairs after 9 complete scoreless innings. Bobson Dugnut with a single up the middle. And that will bring Gonzalez home. Does it in time? It does. Well, the bats came alive in extra innings. This is absolutely unlike Bear Butts, who has an ERA of 1.64 as the closing pitcher. Orlando Dwin with out number 2. Mike Truck is going to hit it right to the glove of Chud Tata. Well, the Debonairs have the bottom of the order. As Dwiggett Rochigal coming in to try to get 3 very necessary outs. He's going to get number 1. Dwiggett Rochigal has an ERA of 3.27, 1 save, a whip of 1.18, 5 strikeouts in 11 innings pitched. But most importantly, he's gotten 2 outs in a row, Keita and Bugby. And this will be Dudley Zuencastle with the final out potentially of this game. He hits the first one foul. Dudley Zuencastle only batting 184. Usually can be found in right field. Sharing time with Carrick Burns. The Charleston Crow batted 371. He's going to strike out to end the game. And that will do it. So that will be a rare loss for the New Ohio Debonairs. They will drop to 19-8. And Amalgamated Baseball Holdings improve to 11-16. The final score of this one: Amalgamated Baseball Holdings 4 runs from 9 hits. The New Ohio Debonairs no runs from 5 hits. 9 innings of scoreless baseball, followed up by 4 runs scored by Amalgamated Baseball Holdings in the 10th inning to get the win. What a game that was. My goodness, my gracious. You just have to tip your cap to the pitching of Oral Mulholland and Mule Wayner on that one. It was unfortunately the bullpen and the rare collapse of Bear Butts. Usually you can rely on Bear Butts. I think that's a very surprising outcome for today's game, but shows how good these Amalgamated Baseball Holdings bats truly are. You cannot discount them despite their record. Philippe McDyko gets the win. That is going to be, I think, his first decision in the season. He is 1-0 after coming in the 8th inning to send it 2 extras. Bear Butts gets his first loss decision. It's his first loss decision in his career, actually. He was 3-0 as a Norfolk co-hopper. Again, as a closing pitcher, this is amazing. He's 4-1 now on the season, which again, astounding as a closing pitcher. You don't really see that sort of result from him, but he does come in. He gets 4 earned runs, 5 hits, and an absolute collapse in the 10th inning from him. That gave ABH the win, unfortunately. We thank our friends at the Honeywheat Tobacco Company to give us our finest dandies of the day. Honeywheat Tobacco Company, fresh hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. They give us the finest dandies of the day. The third finest dandy is Todd Gonzalez, who went 1 for 4 with a 2 RBI, a 2-run double in the 10th, which helped solidify the win for ABH. Oral Mulholland, second finest dandy of the day, going 7 2/3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, and only 4 hits allowed. But however, the finest dandy of the day, getting kudos all around, is Mule Wayner, 5 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, a full game of innings pitched. However, not a complete game, unfortunately, as he does get a no decision. And it shows that the stars today were the pitchers, in fact, Mule Wayner and Oral Mulholland. Very good to see the youth reigning supreme as, again, Mule Wayner. Outstanding pitching from him. The former Nashville Fire starting pitcher really showed that he belongs in Debonairs pinstripes. The white with the black accents looks good on him, and we here in New Ohio are very happy to have him as a start. He gets no decision, but he remains 4-1, and will get no decision today in his 7th start. Well, a rare loss for the Debonairs. It is not we're not used to seeing it. However, they remain at 19 wins, looking for elusive win number 20 so far this season after 27 games. They are 19-8, and as I got word of the final score in Pittsburgh, they remain 3 games ahead of the visiting Pittsburgh Presbyterians, who will be coming into town just tomorrow for a 3-game series. On the mound for Pittsburgh will be, I believe, it'll be Borty Banks for that one. Catfish Hunter, as I believe we understand he wants to use his first initial and his middle name, Catfish Hunter, will be taking the mound for the Debonairs to start that series for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. They stay on the road, they head over to Chicago, and they play tomorrow against the Teetotalers. So that will be Sean Facott on the mound for them. Taking on, I believe it will be Tubahunis for the Teetotalers. However, we will continue with the home games and giving you New Ohio Debonair radio broadcasts. My name is Tiddly Clowners. This has been Radio WHK. The music will continue. But that is it for our game. So I wish you that your days be dapper and your evenings elegant.